Welcome to the world of amazing prehistoric animals. Hey, Henry!
Coming through! Hey, out of my way, slowpoke!
Have some respect, Henry. That tortoise is a very ancient animal.
You're telling me? Hey, make way for the younger generation!
No! I mean that some animals, like tortoises, have been around since prehistoric times.
Prehistoric?
Yeah, you know, before history, a time when dinosaurs roamed the earth.
Excuse me, are you telling me this guy's a dinosaur?
Well, kind of.
But dinosaurs are big and scary. I've seen scarier things than him in my breakfast cereal.
Not all dinosaurs were big and scary, Henry. Some were almost as small as you.
They were? Hey, this I gotta see.
Henry! The dinosaurs have been dead for millions of years. How do you think you're going to actually see them?
In my time machine, of course.
It'll never work.
Oh yeah, clever clogs. See you later. I mean, earlier.
Henry? Henry! Wait for me!
Whoa! What an amazing ride! Hey, wait a minute. It can't be working. These aren't dinosaurs.
Well, by my calculations, we're millions of years back in time.
But aren't all these animals alive today? I mean, in the future?
But some of them were also around before the dinosaurs.
Wow, that is ancient.
There have been some changes, though.
Like what?
Well, some prehistoric crocodiles grew up to 60 feet long.
Excuse me! That's bigger than most whales!
Yeah, but crocs don't get that big anymore.
Phew! Back to the harmless old tortoise.
He may be old, but he's not as harmless as you'd think, Henry.
Wow! They're just like Japanese wrestlers! Sumo!
I guess they are. And just like wrestlers, these guys have to rely on skill as well as weight. So, when it comes to a tortoise battle, if they have the right moves, even the little guys can win.
Yay for the little guys! That shows you bully! Travel sick.
You need some fresh air. Why don't you take a walk around?
Yuck! What a slime fest! Where am I?
You're in a prehistoric forest, Henry.
I've never seen trees like this.
These are tree ferns. They made up the world's first ever forests. But you know, you can still find a few of them around today.
Wow! They must be almost as old as you.
Yeah. Thank you, Henry.
You're welcome. What was that?
It was just a dragonfly, Henry.
But it was giant!
Many ancient insects looked a lot like those we see today, but much bigger.
Just how do you know these things? Whoa, before you answer that, you wouldn't have any bug spray on you?
No. Look, Henry, we know these ancient insects were real because some of them got trapped in the sticky sap of trees. The sap eventually hardened into amber, preserving their bodies right up till today.
Excuse me, that's amazing! But, they couldn't have been too smart. I mean, getting stuck in tree sap?
Oh no, Henry? Look out!
Whoa! Come on! We're out of here!
But don't you want to see the animals that lived in the ancient forests?
It's spooky. Uh-oh, more dragonflies!
Apart from having a wingspan the same size as a pigeon's back then, dragonflies have stayed pretty much unchanged throughout millions and millions of years.
Whoa, they are ancient.
Lots of other amazing insects have been around that long, too. And that was years before the dinosaurs even existed.
Yeah, that reminds me. Where are the dinosaurs?
Like I said, they don't exist yet. But here's one of their ancestors.
What, that icky bug?
No, not him.
What's that?
It's a young salamander.
Salamander, eh? Well, he sure has got some mouth on him. But come on, he's no T-Rex. I mean, what's he doing underwater?
That's where life originated, Henry. At one time, animals like this salamander were the most advanced creatures on Earth. They even had special gills to help them breathe underwater.
I wouldn't want to have silly-looking gills all my life.
Ah, but they don't have them all their life. Salamanders lose their gills when they become adults.
That's kind of careless.
Henry, they stop using gills because they move onto land and breathe fresh air instead. You know, leaving the water was an incredibly important moment.
Sure, one small step for a salamander, one giant slimy leap for salamander kind.
I'm serious. Animals like these were the ancestors of many of the animals on Earth today. Pretty amazing, huh, Henry? Henry? Hey, Henry, it's time for your special report.
What? Now?
Yes, Henry, now.
Oh.
You are ready, aren't you?
Of course I am. What was it about again?
You're supposed to be telling us all about what happened to the dinosaurs.
Oh, right. Here goes. Once upon a time, long, long ago, the dinosaurs ruled the Earth. But then suddenly the Earth's climate changed and it got way too cold for dinosaurs. How am I doing so far?
So far, so good, Henry.
Really? Oh, right. Well, the dinosaurs were so cold that one day they all had a big meeting and decided that it was time to go find some sun. So they all grew wings, turned into dragons, and flew south for the winter.
Are you sure about this, Henry?
Sure, I'm sure. Anyway, the dinosaurs, who were now dragons, all flew to a tropical island where the sun shone all year round. After they'd had a bit of a holiday, got suntans, read all their books, and sent all their postcards home, they started to settle down and built houses, shops, and movie theaters and stuff. But soon they ran out of money, so they built a dragon theme park where all the dragons could bring their kids to fight knights in shining armor and turn damsels into toast and stuff. But then humans came along and built their own theme parks, and Dragon World went bankrupt. I mean, belly up. So the dragons had no money to buy food and stereos and stuff, and so they all died out. That's what really happened to the dinosaurs, and that's straight from the lizard's mouth. So, did I get an A or what?
Definitely an or what, Henry?
Didn't I even get one bit right?
Not even one, Henry.
Rats.
Okay, you were almost right.
I was?
Yes, you see, there are some tropical islands where you can still find dragons.
Wow!
With disgusting, fiery breath. Thick, impenetrable scales for protection. And a heavy tail, just right for a whipping at an enemy.
Oh no! Here it comes! Ah!
But it's not a real dragon. It's actually a giant monitor lizard called a Komodo dragon.
It sure looks like a dragon.
Early explorers thought so too. That's how these lizards got their name. Some people even thought they were living dinosaurs.
And are they?
No, Henry, but at up to 14 feet long, Komodo dragons may be the biggest lizards in the world. But that's all they are, lizards, not dinosaurs and definitely not dragons.
So they don't eat knights in armor then?
No, just deer and goats, though they have been known to eat people.
Indigestion City. Okay, so where are we now?
We've traveled to the Age of Reptiles.
Where did that music come from? You know, all that time travel makes a lizard thirsty. Hey, waiter! There's a salamander in my water! Wait a minute. They're not reptiles.
You're right, Henry. They're amphibians, the first animals to leave the water and spend part of their lives on land. They were the ancestors of the dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. Yeah, right.
Yes, dinosaurs. Dinosaur! Henry, dinosaur!
Where?
Behind you!
Huh?
It was behind you, Henry.
Oh, right. Like I'm gonna fall for that one. Ah!
Don't worry, Henry. It was only a bearded lizard.
Well, it looked like a dinosaur.
That's because lizards are reptiles. They're kind of a descendant of the dinosaur. But of course, this fellow would know all about dinosaurs. He was around at exactly the same time they were.
Huh? What fellow? Ah!
Don't worry, Henry. He can't see you if you stay still.
If you think I'm staying still with him around, you're crazier than I thought. Whoa!
You know, Henry, I can understand how you might think that lizards could be mini dinosaurs. They look like them, move like them,
Smell like them.
yes, and some even behave like them.
So then that means I'm a dinosaur. Roar! Cool.
Afraid not. You see, dinosaurs died out all at once, but lizards were around at the same time as that happened.
Uh-huh.
And they're still around today.
Oh. So what?
Well, if lizards were the same as dinosaurs, then they would have died out at exactly the same time, right?
All right. So did all the dinosaurs die out then?
Yes, I'm sorry, Henry. Though some people think there are animals left on this planet that are directly descended from the dinosaurs.
That's unbelievable!
Is it? Look at this.
Wow, yeah! The unmistakable claws of a Megasaurus! Its body covered in thick feathers? Feathers?
What do you expect? It's an ostrich.
So, not a dinosaur then.
No, but birds do have some dinosaur features. In fact, one of the first birds was a close relative of the dinosaurs, the Archaeopteryx.
Gesundheit!
No, that's Archaeopteryx, Henry. Now, don't you see that if birds are descended from dinosaurs, then that means...
Dinosaurs didn't die out! They're still around! Yay!
And seeing how many birds there are, you could say the descendants of the dinosaurs still rule the world.
Cool! Go, dinosaur, go!
And now, ladies and gentle lizards, it's time for a Henry's Amazing Golden Gecko Awards.
The prize winners for the all-time best prehistoric animal are... In third place is the dragonfly, whose ancient relatives were among the first animals ever to fly. So who taught them, I wonder? In second place is the shark. Sharks are the oldest fish in the sea, and they haven't changed at all since before the time of the dinosaurs. Ew, they must smell awful. But the winner of the Golden Gecko Award for the best prehistoric animal is... the crocodile! These modern-day monsters first appeared before many of the great dinosaurs. And the 22 types of crocodile alive today are among the dinosaurs' closest living relatives. Though they're nowhere near as big as the biggest dinosaurs, they are the largest reptiles on Earth. Some grow to nearly 30 feet long. That's longer than a stretch limo. They may look pretty slow, but when they need to, pow! They can overcome most of the animals they eat with an amazing burst of speed. Crocs are not only one of the most ancient animals around, they're also one of the meanest. The ancient Egyptians feared and respected crocodiles just because they were so powerful and so old. And that's why the crocodile is the all-time best prehistoric animal. Whenever we are now, it sure is cold.
That's because we're in the last ice age, Henry, about 10,000 years ago. Here, maybe this will help.
Thanks! That's a lot better. Hey, we're in a cave.
It's not just a cave, Henry. It's somebody's home.
Whose?
Can't you tell by the paintings?
What? We turned into an art program all of a sudden?
No, Henry. Those are primitive paintings made by cavemen. They show all the animals they used to hunt, like the bison.
Whoa! But not dinosaurs, right?
Right. Dinosaurs died out long before people came on the scene.
Now that looks like a tiger's skull.
Nope. That's a saber-toothed tiger. They became extinct thousands of years ago.
Ah! Try telling that guy! Whoa!
When cavemen were around, mammals were the #1 animals. Some of the earliest mammals were like this spiny Australian echidna. They're such primitive creatures that they still lay eggs, like reptiles and birds.
You're telling me that things like these ruled the world?
Well, no. Mammals have changed a lot since these guys first turned up. In fact, they became so advanced that most other animals just couldn't compete with them.
Oh, so I guess there must have been a lot of them then.
That's right. Back then there were huge grassy plains covered by millions and millions of amazing mammals as far as the eye could see.
Must have been some lineup for the bathroom.
We can still get an idea of what it must have been like by looking at the great Serengeti plains of East Africa. Here there are vast herds of wildebeest or gnu and many other large herbivores. That's animals that eat plants.
I knew that!
Even these great herds would have been dwarfed by the herds of ancient times.
Ooh! Looks like we might finally get to see some action.
Big herds have always acted like a magnet for carnivores, whether it was the saber-toothed tiger millions of years ago or cheetahs today.
Bad canoes for the wildebeest. Get it?
Even the lion thought that stunk, Henry.
Sheesh! Everyone's a critic.
Well, we're back, Henry.
We are? Great! The past was a little too scary for my liking. Ah!
It's all right, Henry. It's only a fossil.
A what?
A fossil. The remains of an ancient animal that fell into mud. Over the years, the animal and the mud turned into hard rock, and that's how some ancient skeletons have been preserved.
Excuse me, but that's amazing!
Other animals have been preserved in ice. Even animals the size of woolly mammoths.
Hey, that guy looks like his whole body got frozen!
It certainly did, Henry. But even after thousands of years, the ice preserved the animals so well that people could still eat the meat.
A 10,000-year-old meal? Yeah, they should have read the expiration date. It's a shame these animals aren't still around.
That's evolution for you, Henry. Most animals just weren't equipped to survive all the changes this planet's been through. But there have been exceptions.
I thought there might be.
One of those exceptions is the horseshoe crab. It's not really a crab at all, but closer to an amphibious spider.
I wish you had told me that.
Well, like its spidery relatives, the horseshoe crab is one of nature's greatest survivors. And in its day, it was one of the most advanced forms of life on Earth.
Advanced? A saucepan on legs? There can't have been too much competition.
Well, I suppose not. The horseshoe crab was around when there wasn't much life on land. They spend most of their time buried in sand under the sea, and then come ashore in early summer to breed, laying up to 300 eggs on the beach before going back into the sea.
What? They just leave them in the sand?
Well, millions of years ago, it was a safe place. Remember, they were doing this long before there were land animals to eat their eggs. When they started, there were no hungry gulls around.
You'd think they'd learn, wouldn't you?
Well, Henry, to survive through the ages, an animal usually has to be able to adapt. But with horseshoe crabs, it's simply been a case of sticking to the same old routine for 300 million years and keeping your fingers crossed.
Crabs don't have fingers. Maybe they have to cross their crab sticks.
Henry, show a little respect. These guys are like living fossils. Now, come on. I've got a surprise for you.
This isn't a fossil, is it?
Yes, it is, Henry. It's a fossilized footprint. Sometimes the footprints of ancient animals got preserved just like their bones. Using these, scientists have been able to work out how big some of these animals were and even how fast they could run.
Excuse me, but that's amazing. You know, this one looks familiar. Hey, it fits.
It's your footprint. The mud you stepped in back in that ancient forest has become a fossil, Henry.
That's amazing. You can just call me Henrysaurus for short.
Yes, Henry, on this show, even you get to be an amazing prehistoric animal.